Isaiah 53 verse 7. He was oppressed and afflicted, yet he did not open his mouth. He was led like a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before its shearers is silent, so he did not open his mouth. Lambs used for sacrifices were to be spotless, no blemish, no lameness, innocent, pure, perfect. According to Exodus 12 verses 3 through 6, to ensure the lamb was suitable, he was selected 4 days before the slaughter and washed closely. The lamb had done nothing wrong. In fact, it would be considered the best of the flock. Why would God require the death of perfection? To put it simply, in order to bring us back to Him. God is holy and pure. When a being stands before God covered in sin, God executes His justice, for He cannot stand being in the presence of unholiness. If God were to reveal His face in our sinful nature, we would perish. But God is also love. When we sin, we put distance between us and a holy God. This separation breaks God's heart, so He provided a way to pay for our sin by sacrificing an innocent being in our place. In the Old Covenant, God's people sacrificed animals. In the New Covenant, Jesus Christ, the perfect Son of God, paid that price once and for all. Jesus could have prevented His execution at any time. After all, He is God, a part of the mighty Trinity. However, Jesus remained silent and allowed the prophecy to be fulfilled. When a sheep is sheared, it has no say in the matter. It cannot tell its handler that it likes the fluffy coat or how embarrassed it feels without a covering. In this same way, Jesus remained silent about the accusations during His trial. The Gospels record 3 different governing bodies that questioned Jesus the day before His crucifixion. First, the religious leaders listened to witnesses, but because the law required 2 matching accounts and the witnesses' stories did not line up, they had no basis to condemn Jesus. When the high priest, frustrated no doubt by the lack of evidence, demanded a response to the accusations, Jesus stayed silent. Mark 14:53-61. Later, after the chief priests dragged Jesus to the Roman governor Pontius Pilate, Jesus again refused to answer their accusations, much to the surprise of Pilate. Matthew 27:12-14. Finally, Pilate brought Jesus to King Herod. Again, Jesus refused to answer, and Herod's questions turned to mockery and insults. Luke 23:8-12. Jesus could have spoken at any time to prove His innocence, but He did not. Indeed, the only times Jesus did speak during the various trials was to proclaim His identity and purpose. See John 18, verses 33-37, and Mark 14, verses 60 and 61. Jesus knew He must die so our sins would be forgiven, and for His sacrifice, God would honor Him and make Him king and judge over all. We can rejoice and feel the grace of God today because Jesus refused to speak His innocence over 2,000 years ago. Praise be to God for His almighty plans.